Imagine if you had a billion Robux. That sounds pretty impossible, right? Well, actually, it's not, because today we're gonna be watching the rise of Roblox's richest players. Now, this video has 14 million views and almost 250,000 likes. So shout out to Cube Inc. for making this insane video. But this video is basically talking about the richest people that have ever played Roblox. And of course, you know, I think I would make the list. I have 69,000 Robux. That's not even close to being the richest player on Roblox. All right, let's go ahead and watch this.
Imagine making millions of dollars by simply playing Roblox.
Nope, stop the video. That's literally impossible.
Are you sure about
Wait, Roblox billionaire? Hold on. Does it mean billionaire on Roblox or a billionaire in real life? I don't think anyone's become a billionaire off of Roblox. Okay, actually, maybe Jandel or Sammy. Let's see. Are they going to be in this video?
that?
That's just one of the few who turned their love for Roblox into billions of Robux, the largest games on the planet. Real historical moments and more.
They got on the
To find out how
news?
they did this, we need to dive into their full stories one by one, beginning with Stickmasterluke.
Okay. Stickmasterluke.
Upon joining Roblox,
Oh, I know that guy. He made Natural Disasters for Survival. That game's pretty big.
Luke was your average 14-year-old kid playing games and having fun.
Okay, so we started playing
But he
Roblox
wasn't
at
happy
14.
being just a player. He wanted to make a game go big. His
Okay.
main goal of this was not just to get rich, but to also prove that with enough passion, you can bring a whole community together.
Alright, so we
Except
started
the
making
odds of
games.
this happening were close to zero. We're talking about 2007. To give you a sense of this, here's an average game from our time.
Okay. Yeah. Dude, games today look insane. But the biggest game on Roblox was Steal a Brain Rot, which actually looked pretty simple.
And compare that to one from Luke's time.
Oh, nah. Yo.
With nothing to work
Roblox
with,
looks so
maybe
old.
his dream was already dead. But if you truly want to achieve your goals, you should never be afraid to take that first step.
That's facts. Wait, the
Welcome
first
to
game
the
he made?
Underground War. Even with nothing, Luke tried his best. Despite its flaws, players
Oh.
somehow found joy
He made
out of,
this first.
terrorizing other players, which led to the game reaching a couple thousand visits.
Okay. So he made the Underground War. I actually used to play that game. I did not know that he made it.
Although it's not much, this was amazing for Luke. Because the thing is, Roblox back then paid you virtual money whenever someone joins your game. So instead of relaxing, Luke grinded out a butt ton of games in the following years, getting more players and more money from his fun, simple ideas.
So he would make Robux, not real money.
As well as showing them off on YouTube, which clearly worked. His original
Dang,
ideas
he was a
sparked some
YouTuber
of the
too.
most well-known Roblox players, so obviously he deserves some amount of fortune.
Okay.
But even with this money, he can easily lose it all if he didn't spend it wisely.
That's facts. Oh.
No way you're spending all that Robux on one single...
He spent 50,000 Robux on the Dominus Imperius. Now, 50,000 Robux is a lot of Robux. I don't know if I would spend that on one hat.
In hindsight, this may seem like a dumb move, but you'll see why it's genius. But to make the money back, Luke worked really hard on his games, making each one better than the last. But rather than making them flashy like modern games, he focused on making them replayable, meaning you can play them
Natural
again
Disaster
and
Survival!
again without getting bored. This led to him reaching 10 million visits, meeting
Dang.
actual Roblox admins, and most importantly, buying a bunch of hats for some reason.
Oh,
This would all change
okay, it said
on
you'll see
one
why this is
fateful
important.
day. It's 2011 and Luke got a message from a special person. Roblox himself?
No way.
I noticed your games are getting so
Bro
much
got
better.
messaged by
Why not
Roblox?
come work here?
Wait, this has to be fake.
There's no way.
A child can work for Roblox, right?
He got a job at Roblox?
And all while being an 18-year-old kid.
Most of my friends are like flipping burgers and stuff like that, and I feel kind of bad for them because I actually got this opportunity for this great job and everything.
With this amount of
Dang,
power,
bro got a
he
job
could
as a
easily
teenager to
abuse
work
it
at
when things don't go
Roblox.
his way. But no, he stayed true to himself and kept learning how to develop. Thanks to this, he made even more Robux by selling his own items. But just as
Dang.
you thought he couldn't get richer, one of
So bro was getting paid by Roblox? Bro, if I started working at Roblox, I would give everyone that subscribes a billion Robux. So just in case I do start working at Roblox, make sure to subscribe. I mean, you could be one of those. Yeah, it's probably never gonna happen. Roblox, hire me.
his oldest games randomly blew up. You may be wondering how a game this basic blew up 4 years later. Well, the answer is in the gameplay. Welcome to NDS.
Natural
Spawn on this
Disaster
platform,
Survival.
Get drafted to this island.
This game is
and
so
a
fun.
random
I think
disaster
everyone's
is
played
chosen
this
to
game.
Annihilate you and everyone you'll love. A bit repetitive, right? I mean, the game itself had a lot of glitches and didn't even update much, so you may think it'll die out. But these imperfections added to the randomness and funny moments made in the game.
Oh, this game is still popular to this day, bro.
This is exactly what players wanted. The true magic of this game is that everything is completely random. You don't know what to expect, which makes it really replayable.
Yeah, that's
But with the
facts. You can
entire
get flung
community
across
at
the
his
map.
fingertips, Luke needed to play his cards right.
With great power
To
comes
prevent
great
the game from getting
responsibility.
boring, he added a multi-disaster machine. This allowed rich people to bring hell down to earth.
Whoa.
Spicing up the game.
I've never used that
Even
machine.
with an update schedule worse than mine, the game still made a ton of money from players paying to win, and I'm definitely not one of them. But even still, this wasn't Luke's biggest flow of Robux. That would be the
362
hats
million
and box.
Robux he
Back
made?
then, they were a lot cheaper, costing a few hundred Robux. But as time went by, the price of the hats, especially his Dominus, rose to
50,000?
millions, making him
What? The hat he bought for 50,000 Robux is now worth 600 million. I actually wonder how much money is that in real life. All right, 600 million Robux is $662,000. Bro, you could buy a house with that.
But despite the success, Luke remained humble and continued to help with huge events and kept his games simple, causing them to thrive. But even with
Yo, he made a
billions
bunch of
visitors,
games.
the second most valuable account, and a fat pay from Roblox, there's far more impressive millionaires in our community.
What is even more
Unlike
impressive
Luke,
than that?
SnickTrix joined a lot later in time.
Okay, this is
He
the
wanted
next
to
guy.
spice up Roblox because the games were getting stale. Although we had more players, we also had higher competition and higher standards for games. Oh yeah.
Who is this guy? I don't think I've ever seen this guy's avatar. His name is SnickTrix.
Game visits no longer convert into Robux. But unlike most devs, SnickTrix did have experience with Minecraft servers and even made a cute Roblox farm game, which didn't get much. But
Okay,
combining
4
these
players.
two ideas, he spent months working on a project that can fail or change his life forever.
What is this game? Have I heard of it?
Devs back then would create the same kind of game over and over and over. But SnickTrix took the risk of creating Minecraft-themed Roblox games. The first being Skyblock. You spawn on this tiny island and use what
Oh.
little you have to make something great.
This guy made Skyblock? Yo, am I just dumb? Do I not know who this guy is?
Started off slow. Never mind.
23,000
Maybe it
players.
wasn't so bad to make something different. But SnickTrix was shocked at how fast his game blew up. Perhaps it was the great game mechanics or the progressive nature, but players started playing and money started flowing.
Okay, my boy got rich.
It costs money. But on this game, you essentially get the exact same experience without having to pay any sort of money whatsoever.
This means that everyone can play it. More players, more money. But to keep the game afloat, the updates had to be creative.
I've never played Skyblock on Roblox. Was it really this popular?
This is unoriginal and disrespectful.
That's a bit of a stretch.
Roblox moderators should ban this game forever.
No, we people
Wow,
agree
what a
with this.
hater.
This game keeps copying Minecraft.
Imagine copying Minecraft.
Copy of Minecraft Sky.
It is low-key a copy of Skyblock.
Stupid for playing a copy of Minecraft.
Okay, but this won't affect the game itself, right?
No way. Did people stop playing because it's a copy of Minecraft, bro?
Skyblock was all of a sudden gone.
What? It got deleted? No way. Bro, it's not a copy of Minecraft because it's Roblox, okay? They're two different games. You could copy the idea, but I mean, it's a different game. That's messed up, bro.
Players complained that they stole from Minecraft, so Roblox shut it down.
That's
With his
crazy.
biggest project dead, it seemed like SnickTrix will give up on his goal. But as a last-ditch resort, they changed the name from Skyblock to Islands, praying the ban would be lifted.
Did it work, though? 1 week later. Hold on. Yeah, it's back.
We're back in business.
Using this second chance, he needed to play his cards right. With a whole website full of ideas, the team knew exactly what fans wanted.
What if
Okay,
we made it
great.
so players can visit other islands?
That would have messed up if
With
they got
better
deleted
updates
forever.
And better things to build in your island. Players spend more time and money grinding out their base, leading to amazing creations, bringing attention to the game. With
So
everyone
how
being
rich did
obsessed with making
SnickTrix
the best
get,
base
though?
Possible, you may think their game will never die out, but right as the new year started, they made the worst possible update.
Uh-oh.
Since the game had so
They killed the
much
game?
content, players easily found ways to dupe items. This made everything less valuable,
Bro,
meaning
people
less
were
people will
cheating?
spend money on the game. To fix this, the devs wiped everyone's money and items. Players
made
went
everyone reset?
ballistic, but can you really blame them? Imagine losing something valuable just because someone else broke rules.
Oh my gosh, dude, I hate when people cheat and hack on Roblox. Like, bro, just play the game properly.
This led to many players quitting, and on top of all of that, the game got way too complicated with all these new items. With all this going on, you may think the team will call it quits. But instead of seeing this as a bad thing, SnickTrix saw this as a chance to make something new and great. With the knowledge, money, and attention he got from islands, he spent months on a
he's
new
making another
with the
game.
goal of getting emotions out of people. And that game was Roblox Bedwars.
Oh, wait, SnickTrix made Bedwars? Dude, Bedwars was one of the most popular games back in the day. A lot of your favorite YouTubers actually blew up from it, like Fulton and Mini Bloxia. Dang, all right, this guy changed Roblox.
Bedwars was a lot more competitive, because instead of building and farming, you spawn on an island with infinite lives. If your bed breaks, you have 1 life left. Last team standing wins. SnickTrix had a lot of faith in the idea, so they slowly drifted away from islands to focus completely on Bedwars. But with that as their main source of money, they better not mess it up. First off, SnickTrix knew Bedwars copied Minecraft, so to avoid getting banned again, he spiced it up by adding a bunch of kits, each helping you win.
Oh, he made it different from Minecraft.
They spent
He added
millions
his
of
own twist
Robux
to
on
it.
them. The devs get money and players have fun. It's a win-win. But there's still one issue. Kits cost Robux, so not everyone can use them. To fix this, he added a battle pass. By grinding the game long enough, you can unlock kits for free.
Oh, that's smart.
15k Robux to instantly complete the battle pass. Hopefully, this won't cause any problems. And
Yeah,
on
no,
top of
bro,
all
it
of
was
that,
low-key
the
pay to
team
win.
Added enchants, which made the game even more insane.
Oh
See,
my
if you
gosh.
want to win in this game,
100,000
you need
players?
as much loot as possible to buy OP stuff. But players found ways to combine kits and enchants to completely break the game.
Oh, nah, bro. Of course people found a way to cheat. Infinite health?
Yeah.
Dude, this thing was popping. 300,000
These
players.
tricks and the gameplay in general always made players rage. To get revenge, they spent more money on OP kits. On the flip side, he made just as much from kit gifting. This allowed GigaChats to spend thousands of dollars gifting everyone kits. But also, SnickTrix gets a percent of the money. More players equals more
Yo,
gifting
he's
equals
smart,
more
bro.
money. Another smart move from the devs was
How
adding
rich did
win
SnickTrix
streaks.
get?
Basically, how many times you win in a row. Because of this, players spent weeks building insane win streaks, having everyone cheer for them, only to lose it to a hacker. Which, to
Nah,
be
there's many
fair,
blocks
added more
here.
hype to the game. But to keep Bedwars alive for as long as possible, the devs had to update as much as they can. So throughout the year, every week they added game modes, kits, OP items, you name it.
Dang,
It seemed
every week was
day
getting an
there some
update?
new game-breaking glitch, which made the game feel infinite. But all this hype
what
led
happened?
to an inevitable problem. Picture this. You stumble across Bedwars for the first time. You join a match and hope to learn the ins and outs of...
Wow. Dude, there's tryhards, okay? I tried playing Bedwars the other day, and when I joined, I died, okay? People on there are tryhards. No wonder the game died. Hey, it was a great game, though. Don't get me wrong.
Considering we had 45 kits, it was nearly impossible for new players to play, because anyone can get these broken kits by spending crazy amounts of Robux. Players went ballistic over the unfairness. To fix this, the devs added relics, basically free upgrades at the start of each match. It's the right idea, but...
For the love of God, just remove relics. It's literally luck bait.
I forgot to mention, relics were chosen randomly.
that
All
didn't
it did
work.
was make Bedwars luck instead of skill. Yes, the kits made millions of dollars, but if pro players and new players felt excluded, what's the point?
Facts. So he was making a lot of money, but people didn't like the game. But it still hasn't told us how much SnickTrix has made from Bedwars. Did he save the game? He removed relics.
SnickTrix had a new goal, not to make as much Robux as possible, but to make Bedwars truly fair for everyone. To do this, we need to figure out what made the game unfair. Firstly, no one likes fighting a tryhard with an unfair kit, so the devs made a kitless game mode, Murder in Bedtown, a murder mystery type game. And yes, in the past, we did have free-to-play game modes, but those still had tryhards and hackers, and no one likes that.
Facts.
Overall,
Nobody
Murder
likes
in Bedtown
hackers.
gave new players something exciting, because all you needed was to watch watch out for the murderer. But that wasn't enough. Next up, they made the better kits free.
Oh,
new players
free
had a chance
kits!
to level up in the battle pass. For context, free kits go free each week, but they usually suck.
Dang, so they were trying everything to say Bedwars. Let's see if it worked though, okay? It's 2026 now. Let's go to Roblox. Let's go to the charts. I don't see Bedwars anywhere here. Bedwars, how many players does it have? 11,000. Okay, just to put things into perspective, Delay Brainrot has 150,000. That's actually not that bad, bro. Okay, Bedwars is not doing bad at all right now.
But even with these changes, a balanced game needs more balanced game modes. So the devs got to work on two special ones. The same kit mode where everyone has the exact same kit, and OG mode. Unlike all the other game modes, this one had no kits, no forge, and no unfair shenanigans. Because of their thoughtfulness, many old players came back just to play these game modes. I guess simple and fair always wins. But the best for last, the devs used an old feature from 2021.
What do they
matches.
use?
This lets you make your own Bedwars game
so you can do
and spawn
1v1s.
any item, which on its own kept the game alive for a bit. But the devs took it a step further by adding scripts, allowing you to modify your game and add basically anything.
Whoa, that's
Like, seriously,
crazy.
I honestly thought this wasn't possible for Roblox. This gave each player a chance to make their own game mode, and even make money by selling scripts. By giving players some kind of control, it's kinda hard for it to get boring. Unlike most
So they
devs,
could literally do
SnickTrix
anything.
set
Wait, was
some
that
kind of
Fulton?
Control. It's kinda hard for it to get
Hey, Fulton! Yeah, Fulton used to only do Roblox Bedwars.
boring. Unlike most devs, SnickTrix successfully made a fair and endless game. But even with 10 billion combined visits, 2 innovation
10
awards
billion?
in the same day, and a team of hardworking devs, there's
Holy
always
moly.
a bigger fish in the sea.
Dang, this dude's
While
richer.
SnickTrix saw Minecraft as inspiration, Indra loved fighting games and saw them as inspiration. With this newfound love, him and his brother spent years in their garage, making anime
Hold on.
fighting games
Hold
and following
on.
their inspiration.
Indra, I think this guy made Blox Fruits. This is probably the best game in Roblox history. I'm not gonna lie. It's been on top for a while.
But none of the games went far. However, all this work didn't completely go to waste. Along the way, they met a bunch of like-minded people.
We all want to make a successful fighting game. Let's put all our skills together and make
So they
this
all
happen.
teamed up to make... What is it? Gamer Robot.
Now with
Bruh.
some extra hands, he was able to create 2 pretty decent games. The first one kinda bombed, but it got recognized by a pretty special person. But as for the second one,
Might not last, but #1 PC game is pretty cool.
that was fast. Players loved the game idea. All you gotta do is
I used
pick
to
an
play
element and
Elemental
start
Wars.
swinging. It's so simple, which means any player can get into it.
This
But
game
the
was so
billion-dollar
fun.
question is, how will Indra stay on top? Yes, getting up was easy, but staying up is a much bigger challenge. Surprisingly, Elemental Wars wasn't his final vision of a Roblox game. Even with all of this, he was yet to reach his full potential.
So then he
This
made...
would be a cool Roblox game.
This
Blox
is
Fruits!
One Piece, one of Indra's favorite animes and conveniently
No? Alright,
the
hasn't said it
#1
yet.
show in the world. Using the cool mechanics from his previous games, he and his team made a sequel, Blox Piece, with the goal of spreading his love for his favorite show.
Oh, it's called
At
Blox
first
Piece.
glance, Blox Piece looked a bit generic, but the real genius was in the gameplay. Since One Piece was so popular, Indra took a lot of things from the show and applied it to his game, with 12 different fruits that had abilities
Okay.
similar to the show. Surely it'll appeal to the millions of One Piece fans. But to
Yeah.
actually make them play, Indra made sure that all the mechanics were flawless.
Dude, Blox Fruits is so fun.
got the Buddha fruit? That's my favorite in the show. Shut up and take my money.
Following the successful release, Indra continued to add fruits, islands, weapons, and NPCs based on the popular show.
So, are the creators of Blox Fruits the richest players on Roblox? I'm not gonna lie, they might be.
Inside the next update, which overall made the game more interactive and prosper financially.
Okay, Blox
But
Piece,
after
I see
this,
you.
Indra completely switched his plan. Usually, he would do mini updates.
I didn't know it was called
weekly,
Blox
which
Piece at
players
first.
Loved. But one day he thought,
What if we put all our effort into one big update instead?
that might work, but players will have to wait longer for updates. But if you want to stay on top, you need to take risks. So for the next 3 months, the team worked non-stop on their biggest update yet, hoping players won't forget them. With a second world, many new fruits, cooler weapons, and higher levels to grind for, players had so much to do, which led to them inventing the first major challenge. You start with nothing, buy a fruit, and only use that to get max level. Not only did this flood Indra's bank account, but also motivated
Yo, that
new
boy got
players and
rich!
gave the game promotion.
Dude,
But even
Blox
with
Fruits
a
gets
very
so many views
dedicated
on
fan
YouTube.
base, Indra still didn't have an identity. He built his entire game from One Piece, which not only seemed unoriginal, but One Piece themselves were striking games that replicated them. To prevent
that's not good.
Islands moment, Indra rolled out another big update, completely revamping the game. From
he changed it from Blox Piece to Blox Fruits.
Sure it's still like
That's
One
smart.
Piece, but had its own blocky charm. That way, One Piece fans will still like it, but it may appeal to more players.
That is
Another way Indra
genius, bro.
expressed himself was giving back to people, mainly Axior, a longtime fan who made viral videos on the game. In return, Indra and his friends gave him front row seats to special admin powers.
Ooh!
From flying boats to never before
This
seen
is like
abilities.
Sammy
What
admin
made
abuse.
these clips surreal is that these powers are so different from the normal fruits everyone loved using. Not only did players obsess over them, but also made lore out of it. Since Blox Fruits had a whole story now, players stuck around to see the story develop.
Yo,
And
there was
develop
Blox
it
Fruits
did.
lore.
As time went by, players got more and more obsessed on the latest and greatest fruits, spending millions of Robux on private servers to grind levels in peace. Although Indra made a fortune from this, he didn't waste it on hats, cars, or drugs, and instead spent it
What?
making big
Yo, bro, you was not gonna sneak that last one in.
updates such as Fruit Awakenings, which basically buffs your fruit's abilities.
So
You
he
gotta
put all the
act
money
rich
back
to
into the
stay
game.
Rich. And although he didn't need to, he added YouTubers in the game as NPCs, a nice token of appreciation. But in the next 6 months, the game only updated one time.
Ooh,
But
that's
the
not
thing
good.
is, Blox Fruits didn't need as many updates. Each one was already massive, plus it was very replayable. With dozens of fruits and 2 massive realms to fight in, the possibilities were endless. Plus, it was easy for new players cause they can't get attacked. And just like before, Indra knew how to keep players hyped. Knowing how competitive the game was, he and his brother made 2 enemy clans, kinda like a friendly rival to keep
It's like Sammy versus Jandel. Girl Gordon or Still a Brain Rot. Ain't that right, guys? Alright, I'll unpause the video.
players on their toes.
Where's this redhead? Time to die.
So he made the first
Okay,
admin
maybe
abuses?
not so friendly. While the devs stayed quiet, players sure didn't. Using their wild imagination, they
This
came
is
up
in
with
2021.
better PvP combos with the fruits and fighting styles from the last big update. This randomness made the game a lot more competitive, which is exactly what Indra would have wanted. Wow, if the game was this hype without updates, imagine what'll happen if
They do update it. Oh, our biggest update. Everyone is freaking out.
with 3 massive worlds and a
So
new
they got 3 Cs? Alright, hold on. I wonder how many players Blox Fruits has now. 272,000. It has more than Steal a Brain Rot. So to this day, Blox Fruits is still the most popular game. Round of applause for Blox Fruits. That's insane.
players playing, because if his fans were happy, he was happy.
Oh, he just kept updating it. My boy kept cooking. So how rich did he get from this thing, though?
So today I made over 100 accounts in
Oh,
order
that's
to
me
spin
and
for
you.
the new legendary leopard fruit in Blox Fruits. Let's see if
Oh
we
my
can
gosh,
get it or
dude.
not.
That
What are we
fruit
gonna
is
get?
so expensive.
What an anticlimactic way to end off this video.
That
The new
fruit is
fruits
so
took
rare, the
long
leopard
to
fruit.
get, which gave players a reason to keep playing. So following this, he added V4 Awakenings. Basically
Whoa.
insane fighting abilities, but you need to follow an entire story for a chance of getting them. Which not only added
Dude,
to
Blox
the
Fruits
lore,
is so
but made
sick.
fighting a lot more immersive. While Indra worked on the next big update, he took some time to realize Blox Fruits may have started with him, but it definitely outgrew him. Despite the effort he put into each update, he couldn't have gotten this far without the help of others. So to pay respects, he made a whole event to thank his fans for 10 billion
Aw,
visits, mailed
that's
a
cute.
Rolex to Axior, and lastly, wrote a
Aw.
little poem to thank his brother for sticking around, even after years
That's
of failed
cute.
games.
Okay.
We
That's
struggled together.
that's pretty
and now
wholesome.
we shine together.
Oh, wait. Yo, that's looking cool. I think we all have that best friend or our sibling. He said thanks to the best brother. Oh,
And
that's
speaking of
wholesome. Okay,
shining,
that's wholesome.
Welcome to Update 20. For 8 whole months, Indra poured his heart into the update, so fans poured their hearts back into playing. The new fruits, locations, and bosses were so spectacular that it not only broke the player record,
Dude, that's
but also
sick.
crashed Roblox 12 times that day.
Oh my
But
gosh.
the crazy part
It
is,
crashed the
that's
whole
just part
website.
1 of update 20. Considering he's always planning ahead, I'm sure Indra will have many more years of bringing joy to players and YouTubers.
That's
and inspire
facts,
other
bro.
devs to do the same. I guess
Yo,
true passion
round of
always
applause to
wins in
Blox
the
Fruits.
end.
Now, this video was 2 years ago, so I think Cube needs to make an updated Richest Players, because we have devs like Jandel and Sammy who have probably made way more than anyone in this video. But this was a great video. And if you guys enjoyed it, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.